F-86 Saber jet is coming out. What we're looking at out here is the airplane that was the Air Force's main fighter and strike aircraft in the Korean War.
I'm Ed Shipley. We're here up at the beautiful Westfield, Massachusetts, and I am the lucky guy who gets to fly this F-86, which used to belong to Frank Borman, and I'm up here doing a solo demo with it and doing some training for the Heritage flight. As Bob Hoover said, it's the greatest airplane that was ever made, and I have to concur with him. This is Colonel Frank Borman's F-86. I was lucky enough a few months ago to purchase it from him, but since Frank will always be the famous guy and I will be the non-famous guy, I will always consider this to be Frank Borman's airplane. This is a Canadair Mark 6 Saber jet. Same as the regular North American jet with one major difference, and it has a Orenda engine in it. And the Orenda engine puts out 7,200 pounds of thrust. It's a much beefier engine. It's kind of like how the Tudor is compared to the Tweed.
In level flight, the F-86 could top 678 miles an hour. In a dive, it could become supersonic.
Really just a powerful version of the F-86. Standard, it's got the 650 caliber machine guns in it that, were very good at shooting down MiGs in the Korean War. One of the things that's really nice about this airplane is it's got the short wing. It's called a 233 wing. So combine that with the big Orenda engine, and you've got a very fast airplane that's very, very nimble. But at the same time, it's got some great low-speed characteristics. And you get that with these leading-edge slats. Fantastic technology there back in 1954. And what you have is as the aircraft starts to go slow, I'm going to pull this out here, watch yourself, the slats come on out. So when I taxi out, you just taxi around, the slats sit there. And then as I take off, start going faster, the slats start to pull up and they retract. And then if I go out and I make a tight turn, start pulling some G on it, you can watch them. They just kind of sit there and move around, and then they come all the way out and you're really pulling hard. At altitude, if you're flying the airplane like 37,000 feet, if you're not real careful with it, you can kind of get close to the stall with it, and one of the slats may fall out before the other one. And then the airplane kind of goes boink, falls off to the side. One of the things I love about flying this airplane, besides that it's the nicest flying airplane that I've ever been in, is I've never been in an airplane where I could slow it down quickly, which is really important for formation flying, and it's also important for the air show work that we do. And the way to slow this little sucker down is to use these speed brakes right here. You leave them open on the ground, helps the fuselage cool after you've been flying. But they retract, they suck back up in here, and there's a little trigger on the throttle. And when you want to slow down, you just pull the trigger out, the brakes open up, and you can feel it. It feels like you've opened up a little parachute. Every single one of these airplanes has a fantastic history to it. I'm just simply a caretaker of the thing. I'm very fortunate to even be able to fly it, but think about the stories involved with this airplane in particular. This airplane belonged to Frank Borman, the first man to leave the gravitational pull of Earth and go away and go around the moon. And that was his plane, and now I get a chance to fly it and take care of it and let other people come out and enjoy it. It's a pretty good job.